Hi, I'm Sam Nielsen. I'm the Nursery Program Specialist at IERCD. Today I'm here at the Louis Rubidoux Parkland and Pecan Grove, and I'm going to teach you about milkweed seed collection and processing. This is Asclepias fascicularis, aka narrow-leaf milkweed. It's our native milkweed species to Southern California, and some of its identifying features are its narrow leaves that are arranged along the stem in whorls. And right now you can really tell by the seed pods that are bursting open with its milkweed fluff. Okay, when you're collecting milkweed seed pods, you want to check for the suture along the seed pod, and if you just give it a little pressure, if it's ready, it will open and you can see the seeds in there. And then you can just go ahead and use your fingers or pruning shears and just clip it off. And the seed pods are in here, nicely arranged and easy to clean. And when you pick them when they're ripe, you can just go ahead and get these seeds off super nice and easy and clean. And then you can go ahead and discard the fluff. And for reference, here are some underripe seed pods. You can see, you can't really see any suture yet. And when you press it, it's firm. So this one is not going to be ready to collect yet. And then alternately, when they're really ready, they burst open and release all of this fluff, which is fine to collect at this stage. It's just less easy to clean. So while we're collecting seed here today at LRPPG, let's take a moment to talk about collecting seeds from wildland plants. When you're in a wildland location, you never want to take more than about 10% of the available seed from each individual plant. And that's so that the parent plant has the opportunity to produce viable offspring that will thrive in its ecosystem. This is a milkweed bug. These aren't necessarily good or bad, but we do want to avoid them today because they will suck all of the juices out of the seeds. Okay, so when you collect fluffy seeds like this, one good way to clean them is to place them in a paper bag, close it up, and give it a good shake. And then when you open it, ideally, you should get the fluff separated from the seeds. So for storing these seeds, short term, it's fine to do in a paper bag, stored in a cool, dry place. And then for longer term, it's recommended to keep them separate from the fluff and in a more tightly sealed container and also in a cool, dry place. Okay, now let's talk about sowing. So for soil, I have this mix that we created using general potting mix and some perlite and some fertilizer. And then you add water to get it to the proper consistency. And you want it to be wet enough that it sticks together when you grab it, but not so wet that it drips when you squeeze it. And then you will fill up a seedling container just with your potting mix. It's important to make sure that you have good compact soil in your little container. So you want to mush it down and then keep adding soil and compacting until it's just underneath the top of your container. Go ahead and grab your seeds, and so just a couple of seeds per container. You can go ahead and cover them with just a tiny bit more soil. push it down. And that's it. Your milkweed seeds are sown. For these ones, within about 2 weeks, you'll see the 2 first little leaves of the plants popping up out of the soil. And these plants will not only be planted out here at our native garden at LRPPG, but we'll also be planting them throughout our district. Thank you for watching. Bye.